Hi, in this video we're going to go over the Healy compensation plan basics. The objective isn't to give you every single detail, it's to give you enough information to get started making the right choices when it comes to your pay plan. So the first thing that you need to know is where to find the pay plan information in your back office. Here's the back office, and if you go on the left-hand side to My Tools and click on that, and then click on My Downloads. When that page comes up, the next thing to do is select the language as English, and a list of all the documents you can download comes up. Now, I want to bring your attention to two documents that are relevant to this discussion. One is the compensation plan brochure, and the other is the price list. Let's download the compensation plan brochure. This is the document you need to refer to for the latest and greatest information about the compensation plan. And as of this recording, we are expecting changes to happen, so be sure you refer back to it. The basics of the recording are going to be correct, but some details may be slightly different. So be sure to refer back to this document whenever you have questions about the pay plan. So now that you know where to find that information, let's talk about the pay plan. I'm going to slide this out of the way, and we'll go to a PowerPoint presentation. The first thing that you need to know is that when it comes to you getting paid, you're not paid on the basis of the price of an item, but rather on the basis of what they call the PV, and that stands for point volume. There's actually a very good reason for that, and when you think about it, Healy is being sold in countries throughout the world. Each one has a different currency, each one has a different price, and trying to keep that all managed and pay in, say, dollars or euros or whatever is really pretty confusing. So it's much easier to assign a currency-neutral point volume to every single item and use that as the basis on which to compute how much you earn. And you can see how that works in this excerpt from the price list. If you look in the right-hand column, you'll see the PV for these different items. So, for example, the Healy Gold, the PV is 250. The Resonance, it's 1,250. Now, let's look at how this all works. There are different ways that you can get paid in Healy, and instead of paid, let's use the word compensated. So one thing that you can be compensated for is signing people up. And they want to encourage you to start enrolling people as soon as you get enrolled yourself. So the fast start is the way that you're compensated by enrolling 3 people within the first 30 days that you're enrolled. And the bonus is that you get a free residence if you already have a residence, or you get an upgrade if you don't. Now, what do we mean by upgrade? For example, if you have a Healy Gold, then you're upgraded 1 level up, and that would be to the Healy Holistic Health. If you have a Holistic Health, you're upgraded 1 level to the Holistic Health Plus. So you get those upgrades. And if you have nothing whatsoever, then you're given a Healy Gold. But the key is 3 people in 30 days. We encourage every single person to be sure they start at the residence level. Buy a residence, get a free residence. If you're serious about building a business, then you can use that residence to give for other people to try for a few days. There are huge advantages to having it. It's important to understand that there's only 1 free residence given or 1 free Healy device given per account. If you've already enrolled 3 people in 30 days and gotten a free residence, what happens if you enroll another 3 in the 30 days? And that means that you get a cash bonus. You don't get another resonance. You get a cash bonus. And if you get another 3, another cash bonus. And another 3, another cash bonus, and so on. So that's the first way that you get some kind of compensation. And that's with the Fast Start that encourages you to enroll people as soon as you get enrolled yourself and start building your business right away. Another thing you really need to know that's important is what they call the active status. And the active status means that you have to have a certain sales volume in you or the people that you've enrolled in order to remain active and to receive a commission. Now, right at this moment of this recording, there is no requirement. It's been waived temporarily. And right now, the figure that's in the compensation plan document is 50 PV. So you'll have to have 50 PV coming in, and either you get that 50 PV through monthly subscriptions, or you sell Healy devices, or some way you get that volume. Now, it's important to understand that there are 2 classes of people that are going to be using Healy devices. And the first class to talk about are customers. Those are people who are mainly using the Healy for their own health and wellness. They're not interested in building a business like you are. They're really interested in just their own health and wellness. They want to feel better because they use the Healy. When you sell to customers, you earn what amounts to a direct commission, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. What's really interesting, though, is when those customers that you've signed up sign up customers themselves. And 2 things happen then. One is that they earn loyalty points that are based on the PV, and they can spend those loyalty points on Healy products and services. Now, we're not going to go into the details there. If you want to see exactly how that works, check out the document. But the other thing that happens that's really nice is that when they sign up those customers, so that's when your customers sign up customers themselves, you get 50% of the PV put into your binary matrix. So you'll eventually earn money on that. That's really very cool. In addition to customers, the second class of people are members. And those are people like you who are interested in building a Healy business. Another way you get compensated is what's called the Healy Direct Bonus. And that's really pretty easy. Those are like direct commissions. And when you sell certain things, you receive these direct commissions. And here you see a table that I've extracted directly from the compensation plan document. If you sell a Healy Gold, you'll earn 30% of its PV. So 30% of 250 is 75. That's what you earn. If you sell a Resonance, you earn 40% of its PV, and 40% of 1,250 is 500. And that doesn't go into your binary matrix. It's paid to you directly. So it's like a direct commission. That's the direct bonus. Now, the direct bonus applies when you sell a Healy edition or an upgrade to an edition. So, for example, if your customer already has a Healy Gold and they upgrade to a Holistic Health, you'll get paid a direct bonus, and it'll be computed based on the price and PV difference between the two. It's actually not exactly the difference. It's a little bit more, but you get the general idea. So that's the other way that you get paid, is with the Healy Direct Bonus. Okay, now we need to talk about what's called the binary matrix. And this is really important, and it's the network marketing part of everything. The binary matrix is how people that you enroll and that your sponsors enroll and that the people you enroll, how it's all organized. So the basics of it is shown here. You are associated with a position, and that position has what's called a left leg and a right leg. Okay, that's pretty easy. That's where binary comes from. 2. Left leg and right leg. You were enrolled by a sponsor. And that sponsor, when they enrolled you, they put you on either their left leg or their right leg. Now, for the purposes of this example, we're going to say that the sponsor put you on their left leg. So here's how your matrix builds up. You put people on your left or right leg, and that's at your discretion. There is an automated feature, but we recommend that you not use that. What's going to happen when you enroll somebody is they're going to be put into a holding tank, and then you decide whether they go on your left or your right side. Since your sponsor enrolled you on their left side, when they put another person on their left side, they'll go on your left side as well, and that's shown in this diagram. So you enrolled somebody, and then your sponsor enrolled somebody and put them on their left side or left leg, and now that appears on your left leg as well. That means that your sponsor is going to end up building one of your legs for you. Now, it turns out that your sponsor's sponsor may also put somebody on their leg that ends up building your leg. So the basic notion is that for one of your legs, you're going to get help from the people above you building that leg. The other one, you're responsible for building yourself. And each person below you, whether they were sponsored by you or somebody above you in the matrix, they also have a right and left leg. And when they enroll people, they put them on either their right or left leg. And here we showed somebody coming in that was enrolled by someone you enrolled, and they put somebody on their right leg. As people buy things, they accumulate points. Now we're going to go over this, so watch very carefully. You'll notice here that this position in the lower left has accumulated 10 points. Okay, the one here has accumulated 10 points, and the one here has accumulated 10 points. So that means that you have accumulated on your left leg the sum of all of that. So that's 10, 20, 30, and that's shown right here. Okay, now on your right leg, this person accumulated 10 points, and that means you've accumulated 10 points on your right leg, and that's shown right here. Now your total points goes to your sponsor, so that's 30 plus 10, or 40, and that goes upwards to your sponsor. So that's really pretty simple when you look at it. You might want to rewind the video and look at that one more time and see how those points work their way up the tree, both on the left and right side. And payments to you are made on the basis of the leg with the fewest points. So in our example, your left leg has 30 points, your right leg has 10 points, so that's the leg with the fewest points, and you're paid 15% of those points. So that would be 1.5. Okay, let me go over that again. You look at the number of points that you have on the left leg, 30, and the number of points that you have on the right leg, 10. You pick the lower of those two, which is 10, and take it times 15%, and that's what you're paid on for the binary matrix. And once that payment is made, those 10 points are subtracted out. So you end up with 20 points on your left leg, and that's 30 minus 10. So that's 20. And on your right leg, you have 0 points because that's 10 minus 10. So for the next pay period, you're going to have a head start of 20 points, in this case on your left leg. And what that means is that typically one leg will have points left over all the time. The ideal is to have exactly the same number of points on your left leg and your right leg, and that way you earn the most possible money. But realistically, that never happens. So you're always going to have some points left over. But the goal to work toward is to have those legs points as balanced as possible. Now we're going to talk about what are called matching bonuses. And this is another way that you earn. And this can be very, very powerful. In this case, you've enrolled this person who's earned 100. You've also enrolled this person who's earned 150. And the person who enrolled 100 enrolled themselves somebody who has earned 50. So terminology-wise, this is your level 1 matching, the people that you enrolled directly. Level 2 matching is the people that they've enrolled. Level 3 matching is not shown here, but if this person with 50 enrolled a person themselves, that would be level 3 matching. So this has nothing to do with people that your sponsor or people above them have enrolled. It just has to do with the people that you yourself have enrolled or the people that they've enrolled. Okay, so that's important to understand. Level 1 and level 2. You earn the total amount times the matching bonus percent. So in this case, for level 1, you would have earned 100 plus 150 or 250 times the matching bonus percent. And you get the matching bonus percent from a table that's in the compensation plan document. And here it is. Okay, what this means is as a member, you don't earn any matching whatsoever on level 1, level 2, level 3, or level 4. When you become a builder, and we'll talk about what all these mean in a minute, when you become a builder, you earn 10% of level 1. Okay, so in our example here, that would be level 1 is 100 plus 150, or 250 times 10% or 25. If you're a team leader, you earn that same 10%, so that would be 100 plus 150 times 10% or 25, and in addition to that, you earn 3% of level 2, so that would be 3% of 50. And that would be 1.5. So the total you earn would be 1.5 plus 25. And you can see that as you move up in rank, you get paid higher percentages and you get paid on more levels. So the senior team leader, the main change is that it goes on the second level from 3% to 5%. Okay, the manager goes up another level and they get 3% on that level. The senior manager goes from 3% to 5%. You can see the table, and again, that's in your compensation plan document, so check it out. What are these different ranks? Your rank depends on really the performance of the people that you have enrolled below you in your downline. I'm not going to talk about that in this video. Just know that in order for you to achieve a rank of, say, senior vice president, the people below you that you have personally sponsored are going to have to achieve certain ranks. And you can check that out in your pay plan document. We'll go into that in a later video after you've been involved for a while, because it's going to take you a while to earn these ranks. There's a certain strategy that's involved in whether you place people on your left leg or right leg. The basic general strategy is that you should put people on the leg that is the opposite leg that your sponsor has put you on. So for example, as we show here, if your sponsor put you on their left leg, that means that they're going to be building your left leg for you automatically, in theory. So you should focus on building your right leg. Okay, let me go over that one more time. If your sponsor put you on their left leg, that means that they're going to be placing people on your left leg, and the people above them are going to be placing people on your left leg. So that leg is going to kind of take care of itself if everything goes according to plan. And what you need to focus on is your other leg, often called the money leg, and that's the right leg. So when you sign people up, think about putting them on your right leg. Now, having said that, the overriding thing is to make sure that the legs balance in your PV. So what you need to do is on a very routine basis, in fact, I would do this every time I place somebody, I'd take a look and see how my legs were balancing, and you'll get used to the general trend of whether one leg is stronger than the other. It's not going to always be the same. One month it may be stronger on the right, another it may be stronger on the left, but you'll get the general trend and you'll get the feeling about whether you should place people left or right. So the default is put them on the leg that is opposite of the leg that your sponsor put you on, but override that with balancing the legs. And the other thing that you should keep in mind is that in order to maximize the matching bonuses, you're going to need people that have the ability to build and achieve rank themselves. So if you run across somebody that looks like they're going to be very strong in building, you may want to consider which leg to put them on to make sure that you have somebody on each leg that can build and grow in rank. And we'll go over that in more detail in a future video as well. So for right now, that's it. That gives you the basics on the plan. You should be able to get started with that, and we'll see you in later videos.